Bladesmiths, annyeonghaseyo, and welcome to the kill test. To find out what kind of lethal damage your weapons will do, I will take your weapons and deliver lethal blows on this ballistics dummy. Eric, you're up first. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Right, let's do this. All right, Eric, let's talk about your Waldo here. It is forward heavy. There's a lot of metal in here, but it is wieldable. Now, your edge is sharp. It penetrates deeply into this ballistics dummy, cutting the gel torso and into the bones. Overall, sir, your Waldo, it will kill.
Thank you.
All right, Dave, your turn, sir. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. All right, Dave, let's talk about your Waldo here. It is a little bit heavier than the other weapon. Heavier weapons require a lot of adjustments, but your edge here is sharp with this forward weight that cuts deep into this ballistics dummy and cuts the bones inside. But in doing so, sir, your edge over here did take a little bit of rolling. But the other parts are fine. And overall, sir, your Waldo will kill.
Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time for the strength test. We're calling this one the Bamboo Man Attack. To test the overall construction of your blade, I'm going to take them and gently tap them against our Bamboo Man over here. Now remember, this is not about what your weapons do to these targets. It's about what these targets do to your weapons. Eric, you're up first. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Eric, right off, this is a heavy beast. Your balance point's not bad. I kind of like that right there, where you can manipulate the weapon. As far as the weapon performance goes, you maintain an edge all the way along. It's still sharp. Nicely done.
Thank you.
All right, Dave, you're up. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Dave, your weapon is really, really heavy. So you can make a devastating cut, but recovery is really slow. As far as the blade itself is dented sideways here and up above here, but still solid. So you survived quite nicely. Well done, Dave.
Thank you.
Bladesmiths, this is the sharpness test, the sugarcane slice. To find out how sharp your weapons are, I'm going to attempt to cut through all these sugarcanes. Unlike the strength test, this is all about what your weapons do and how well they cut the sugarcanes. Eric, are you ready to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right, Eric, let's talk about your edge here. Your edge, it's sharp. It cuts through all the sugar canes. And overall, sir, your weapon, it will cut.
Thank you.
Dave, it's your turn, sir. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
All right, Dave, let's talk about your weapon here. It's still sharp, and it cuts cleanly all the way through, but the weight of your blade as I'm cutting dragged downward, and I ran out of sugarcane. But overall, sir, your weapon, it will cut.
Thank you.
Well, gentlemen, you both performed extremely well in our Korean-themed challenge. Both your Waldos did great during our tests, but this is a competition and there has to be a winner. The judges have made the decision, and today's Forged and Fire champion is Eric. Congratulations. Now, Dave, you fought hard, but unfortunately, you're not today's winner, and Dave's gonna tell you why.
Dave, your blade did great in the kill test and it did well in the sharpness test. What this came down to are two things: the overall weight of your blade and the damage it took in the strength test. Those are the reasons we're letting you go.
I understand. Thanks for having me.
Well, Dave, it's clear you have what it takes to fight in this forge. You're an extremely talented smith, but unfortunately, your time in this competition has ended, and for that reason, I'm gonna have to ask you to please step off the forge floor.
Good job, man.
Well, Eric, you know what that means? You are the newest Forged and Fire champion. You're gonna be walking out of here with a check for $10,000. Congratulations.
I feel awesome coming out here, winning the competition, having my skills validated. This is a crowning achievement of mine.
Well done.
Thank you.
If somebody wants me to make a Waldo, it's gonna cost them 10 grand.